started. We are going to proceed with chapter Unit 3. It's about education, teaching and learning. Yesterday, we explained two modes or different modes of teaching and learning. We studied about a group, we noticed that there are students who can learn better when they work, when they conduct activities independently, when they work, when they conduct activities, when they work in groups with others. When we say that there is on-hand experience and on-hand learning, when they are doing their projects. Also, students may learn independently, yes, alone. They can read, Google, search, understand, analyze, and then we can say they are expanding their knowledge, enriching their information, getting knowledge, learning. They are learning. So there are different ways of learning. Even bad, we have to add, كمان yesterday we studied there are different means or resources أو ways of learning. في عنا you can learn through books, you can learn through traditional reading, or you can learn online, and it is e-reading, electronic reading. When they read online, they use their tablets, they use their technological devices to learn. Back to Unit 3, I'm going to share again the book with you. Yesterday, I shared the book on the group. I can have access to it right now. Here it is. And I'm going to share the screen again. Share the screen. To proceed with the exercises, we solved two exercises. We have to proceed. Let's unlock book 2. Many students or few students asked me if you print out the book. It's up to you whether to print it out or not. I said no need to print it out. We can follow up just by taking a look at the pages and studying from the e-book. It is electronic book, so you can study. No need to print out the book. هلا. We describe pictures, we solved two exercises, and I asked you to be ready to answer the questions. What's the importance of reading? Here is the picture that we described. We studied yesterday a few words in exercise 2, independent, connection, choose, support, train, lesson and class here. Plus, I focused on rules in grammar. The rule that I focused on yesterday is about which lesson? Grammar rule, it's conditional sentence. In the conditional sentence, conditional lesson, the if clause. In the if clause yesterday, we studied the first rule. Like sentence.
In the present tense.
Exactly, it's like sentence number, I guess here it is sentence between 6. If you have a good education, you will have a better job and make more money. We say make money. Yani gain money, make money. So if you have a good education, which verb is this?
If clause. In the present tense.
If clause, the verb is in the present tense. Verb have is in the present tense, and will have is in the future tense. So it's rule number 1. the verb in if clause دغري بعد ال if بيكون present, and in the result clause it is will. It is will have. Also, we checked another sentence here كمان using if clause other than sentence number 6. It is, I guess, 2 يمكن. Yes, it's number 2. Take a look at the sentence. Number 2. Also, if it includes if. If you want to be good at sport, then you have to train every day. The verb is want in the present tense and train in the present tense. We reviewed conditional statements P and F. أول قاعدة بتكون F present result either present or will. Here you have to watch this video and try to solve exercises 5 and 6. Before I proceed, let me check if I find the video here. Just hold on. I want to try this way. بدي أجرب شي بس hold on. إذا مش الحال ممكن نعمل هلا listening. ليش مصر. I will try this video. If it works, we can solve different exercises. Listen. Tell me if you can listen. Is there audio? Just say yes or no. Is there audio?
No. There is no audio.
At all?
At all.
No.
I will download it and share it. Send a copy.
جربي علي صوت الميديا يا دكتورة. انت عم تعلي صوت الكول لانه نحن فاتحين كول.
English, just hold on. You can see what I'm doing because I'm sharing the screen with you right now. In all cases, I'm sending it to your attention on the WhatsApp group. This is a short video. I'm giving another try. Is it? Can you hear it?
No, without sound.
Yes, without sound. Without sound, let's describe the picture. What do you see?
Teacher and students.
Here, teachers and students. It's a class in the school.
I see a class in the
Children
school. Oh, at
are
school.
kids. They are having a reading class. The teacher wants to train her students to understand texts in the first part of the lesson. It's important that children would enjoy. This is independent reading. The children work alone without help. The teacher asks the children to read a book on their own. The children choose a book and read it. They make notes on what a text is. They compare it to another text they read before. They compare texts. They compare readings. Students read and make a connection to things in their life. The teacher goes around the class and sits with the students. She advises the students and tells them about the notes they wrote. At the end of independent reading, the teacher asks the students to discuss what they read, to talk about their ideas with the class. Here, the student is talking about his ideas with the class. She tells him that you are making connections. She wants to help her students to become independent, to work alone. And here, children would learn to love reading too. كل اللي عملته أنا إنه I played the video and I told you what I hear. I listen carefully. I repeat what is in the script. Any question about what I said? Would you like me to repeat it before you solve the exercises? Would you like me to repeat? I can play it again and tell you the content. Many students joined, so I have to repeat it. Here it is. Listen carefully. A reading class. This is a class in a school in US. The children are between 7 and 8 years old. They are having a reading class. The teacher wants to train her students to understand. In the first part of the lesson, it's important to choose a book that the children would enjoy. The lesson here, in this lesson, she's following independent reading. They are working alone on their own. She asks the students to read a book on their own. The children choose a book and read it. They take notes. They have to take notes if it's similar to a previous text they read before. Students read and make connections to things in their real life. The teacher goes around the class and sits with the students. She talks with them about the notes they made. At the end of independent reading, the teacher asks the students to discuss what they read. The teacher asks the students to talk about their ideas. She is telling him, you are constantly making connections. You are making connections. Good. She wants to help the students to become independent. And hopefully the children will learn to love reading. Now, let's move to the exercises in your book. Let's solve exercises 5, 6, 5 and 6. Exercise 5, you have to number the ideas in order. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Which one is the first sentence? Waiting for your answers.
C is the first.
The children choose a book to read. Number 1.
Second, F.
The students make notes about the book.
Third, D.
The students make a connection between the books and their own lives.
Fourth, A.
The students discuss the books they read and their ideas.
Then E.
The teachers reads to the class.
And
Before this,
the last, give support.
The teacher sits with the students and gives support. Then the teacher reads to the class in general. Now, let's match these parts. In exercise 6, based on your knowledge, not necessarily to what you've heard. The teacher wants children to find a book. To find a book. Which book?
That they can enjoy.
That they can enjoy. Books about families, holidays, and friends are good because
A,
make a connection between stories and their own lives.
because the children already know about these things. Because should be a complete sentence. Because the children already know about these things. It's A. Number 3. the children find things in the books. The children find things in the books. In the books. Which books?
E, which are like things in their own lives.
Which are like things in their own lives. So the children find things in the books which are like things in their own lives. Number 4, the teacher does not
G, help the children when they are reading their books.
The teacher does not help the children when they are reading their books. And now number 5, after the children read, in the past read, the teacher
B, talks with them about their notes.
The teacher talks with them about their notes. And now number 6, the teacher wants the children to should be a verb.
F,
D, C, understand
To
the people in the book.
should be a verb to understand the people in the books. It's D. And number 7, the teacher thinks that children make. It should be a noun.
F, sorry.
It's it. The teacher thinks that children make a connection between stories and their own lives. Okay, so here I asked you to make connection to complete sentences. I would like to focus on sentences that start or that include which. E, which. في غيرها؟ لا ما في غيرها. E. E matches with which part? Three and E. Let's read 3 and E. The children find things in the books which are like things in their own lives. Here, I want to focus on which. When do we use it? And in grammar, what do we call this part? Which? Which here in grammar, it is a relative pronoun. The children find things in the books. يلي هي which. which هي relative pronoun. ضمير which على فكرة. وهون دغري بتوصف الاسم اللي قبلها. It describes the noun that comes before it. بالجرامر دغري which عم توصف books. Which books? Which are like things in their own lives. Can I use which with Nadine? Nadine, which?
no.
No, I'm not an animal or thing. So I can say Nadine, who? The books which. So relative pronouns في درس لحاله which is required and it's mentioned in the syllabus. إنه لازم كمان ندرس مع بعض شو الفرق between the difference between which and who. Who for human beings and which for things and animals. Okay. Number
Also
C.
with one can I use?
One, if it's thing, for example, the book, that one which, and here I mean the book. Let's see now number section C. It matches with what?
One.
The teacher wants children to find a book that they can enjoy. Here in this part, can I replace that by which? Can I
Yes.
replace that by which? Yes. The teacher wants children to find a book which they can enjoy, and here which دغري عم توصف الاسم اللي قبلها, which is the book which they can enjoy. And in this part, they refers to which noun? They, he, pronoun. It refers to which noun? The teacher wants children to find a book which they can enjoy. They, لمين تابع they?
For
To the
children.
children.
For children. طيب هون أنا I'm not teaching grammar بس, but I'm trying to help you into when it comes for writing. انتوا عم تكتبوا, but كنتوا انتبهوا which pronoun to use. Pronoun here they للchildren, وحطينا which للbook, so you can't use any pronoun when you write. We answered this question number 9 yesterday. So now, do you think it's important for children to read books? حكينا عنهم بس اليوم فينا نجاوب أكتر. Do you think it's important for children to read books?
Of course.
You can give answers from this exercise, because if you read books for them about families, holidays, and friends, what would happen?
They will be more, have more ideas.
They
And
have
make connection with their
ideas. Yes, they can make connections. This is something to add. So is reading books important? Yes, it helps
Yes.
children make connections about their own lives. Reading books, كمان, helps us understand the people in the book. Reading books also helps us tell about our own lives. You can add this idea from this exercise. Now let's move to the first reading selection. You have to solve exercise 1. Here it is. You have to match these words. Try to match them. I will take notes. Hold on. Page 53. hold on, one page number. شو جبنا لهون هلا؟ يا لينا. Here it is. 53 exercises. Five and 6. So we are working on reading. It's pre-reading exercise. Page 54, exercise 1. We are matching the words from 1 to 11, 1 to 12. From A to L. The words train, create, return, similar, believe, join, apply, look after, local, professional, scholarship, and matter. I want you first to take a look at this list and tell me about the verbs. You have 12 words. Let's sort them out first. Verbs and nouns. Train, create, return. Verbs or nouns?
Verbs.
Believe, join, apply, look after.
Also are verbs.
Okay. And what about the word professional, which is 10, and similar, number 4? 4 and 10, similar and professional.
Noun.
They are nouns.
They are not nouns. They are not verbs.
Adjectives.
They are adjectives. Yalla, let's match now.
سوري دكتورة ما كنت هون.
Let's match. Number 1, train.
شو عم تعملوا؟ What
We
are
are
you matching
matching
يعني؟
the list. 12 words with definitions from A to L. It is pre-reading activity.
What is the meaning of train in Arabic?
The students,
تمرين.
I'm training the students to do something.
عم
Practice.
يتمرنوا.
Yes. So, train.
Teacher, is it F?
Learn the skills you need to do a job. You can learn it. It could be F. Let's move. Create. Create. It's a verb.
Make something happen or exist?
Create. It's not A. It's not B. Not C. Not D. Not E. Create. Here, to make something new. Yeah, to make something happen or exist, it's something new. Yes, because it should be new. When I say I create, it means it's original, it's new. وإلا ما بكون عملت creation. It's not copying, it's creating. So yes, it could be L, make something
عم
new
يخلق شيء جديد.
happen. Yes, it could be L. Now, return. Return.
D.
Go to a place where you were before. Yes, it should be back. Return, before. D. Similar. It's an adjective.
Similar, the same يعني.
It's
Nearly the same as something else.
Which one?
yes.
G.
J.
Which one? It's not A.
G.
It's a
G.
G.
It is nearly the same as something else. Okay.
Yes,
It's not
similar.
the same. It's similar. Near. شفتوا كلمة nearly يعني تقريبا, approximately, almost. Nearly the same. تقريبا نفس الشيء. And now number 5. Believe. It's a verb.
Believe in
K.
K.
Think that something is
Yes.
It is what?
K.
K.
Okay.
Yes.
Think that something is true. I believe you are right. I think you are right. Then it's true. Number 6. Join.
Join. Become a member of an organization. Letter H.
H. To become a member of an organization. Yes, you join a group. You join WhatsApp group. You join NGO. You join Your family. So yes. And number 7, apply. Seven, apply.
F.
J.
No.
Not
Apply.
J.
Maybe F.
Learn the skills you need to do a job. هيدا train, by the way. نحن train number 1, you learn the skills you need to do a job. It's number 1 F. فخلينا نشوف apply شو بيبقى لها. It should be a verb.
J related to a job يعني اسم الجوب. Special training.
train. وين نحن عم نحكي على number 7 مش عم نحكي على apply 7.
Yes. Apply.
بده يطبق شيء apply.
I think it's J.
هلا تثبت
related
كمان
to
تثبت after learn the skills you need to do a job you apply بدك تطبق to learn skills يعني بتصير ال purpose it doesn't have the same meaning so you apply why do we apply to learn the skills كمان لا go to place take care learn the skills nearly become ما في غيرهم so mostly the closer answer هو مثل ما قلتوا انتوا apply it could be related to a job that needs training خلينا نشوف train number 1 J will apply تكون for which one you said
Maybe I make something happen for
لا
1 and 7.
هي create لا ما بتزبط create لأنه you do something new حدا أعطاني الجواب بالأول which is
دكتورة الترين أكيد للجي مثل ما قلتي هلا related to a job that needs special training or education.
apply
اللي كانوا هن منقيينها من شوي learn the skills you need to do a job.
Yes 7
أكيد هي الأف.
7F apply to learn the skills you need to do a job والtrain مثل ما كنا قايلين related to a job that needs special training or education أكيد. طيب حنكمل with the word look after.
In an area near you, letter I.
No,
look after.
Especially ask for something.
You are father, you have to look after your kids. Look after here مش معناتها يتطلع لورا أو قبل. Look after your kids, which means take care. No, it's E. Look after بالجرامر اسمها phrasal verb. Verb ورا preposition. Look هو الverb والpreposition after مع بعضهم بصير اسمها phrasal verb. Look after شو معناتها؟ تنتبه على حدا. To take care of someone. So I think you are looking after your kids, which means you are taking care of your kids. Okay, please.
Which letter?
A, look after. E, take care of.
Okay.
Local I.
Local, mine, in an area near you. Yes.
Yes,
my work is local. It's in the area.
Professional, be important. Be important. Letter C.
Be important. طيب إذا قلنا أوكي إذا نكتب scholarship.
A. An amount of money given to a person by an organization to pay for their education.
Amount of money given to a person by organization to pay for their education. And number 12, matter.
Doesn't matter our life.
This is a great matter. It doesn't matter.
دكتورة اللتر بي لأي نمبر؟
You ask for something.
Yes, letter
You
B لأي
ask
number.
something. لحظة عم شوف. You ask for something. Officially ask for something. You ask someone for something. Create, return, similar, believe, join, apply. ولا واحدة.
Look after.
لا look after أكيد لا. local.
To
شو
take
إنه
care يعني.
لا officially ask for something. It should be معاش في غيرها أساسا matter. ما في غيرها بس. هلا we can check later. We have to check the answers after reading because this is pre-reading activity. بدنا نشوف الكلمات. We have to check these words in the passage. بعدين we can check the answers. قالوا لنا look at the photograph in the article and then قالوا لنا look at this photograph. يا الله هيها. And then we have to read the text. And we have to tell what is the text about. So take a look at the picture now. It's the reading selection. What is the picture about?
There are football players, a team.
It seems that the team needs, what do they need? The members in the team need what? If it's about school and education, if the lesson is about school and education, what do they need?
They are celebrating, but I don't know what do they need.
They are celebrating, but usually football players on daily basis, what do they do?
بدهم معهم كابتن أو شيء.
Why do they have the leader?
ليوجههم.
To guide them. Okay, to train, to practice. So it seems that it's about this group of football players team. They belong or they joined a school, academy maybe. And in this academy, they are being trained by professional football player or by professional person. Or maybe they got scholarships in order to join this group for free, to practice, to become excellent football players, to become important players. So the classes could be in the morning, in the afternoon. So this is an academy to train football players to become professional. From the words that you studied, it could be an academy that teaches football players, that trains football players to become professionals.
دكتورة بس Academy, what is the meaning of academy? Like an academy or share?
Academy, yes. It's a place where they receive education. They learn. They receive training. There are training programs. They join training programs. Why do they join?
To be professional players. To learn.
So they teach them, they train, they learn in the academy, they receive a training. So let's read about them. If after reading we have to answer questions about different paragraphs. I want you to read now paragraph A, and then we have to answer a question. Is it about Barcelona receiving good training, or is it about telling us that FC Barcelona is a very good football club? To read and tell what is paragraph A about. I want you to read just paragraph A and to answer number 1. You have 2 options. You see number 1 at the top. You have 2 options, A and B. This paragraph tells about A or B. Just read paragraph A.
It's A, doctor. A.
So let's read it together and find the answer. Is it A, option A, or option B? We have to read the paragraph. Let's read it
It is
first.
A طلع معنا.
FC Barcelona's football academy, La Masia, trains some of the best football players in Europe. The person Pep and Lionel Messi and another player Gerard Pique, all of them are graduates of La Masia. Graduates. They graduated, they finished, and they studied there. They graduated. Many people believe that Barcelona is the best football team in Europe because of the training program at the school. FC Barcelona has opened many academies, similar academies all around the world. They opened an academy in Egypt, in Japan, in America, and Dubai because it's the best football team in Europe. They have great training programs. They offer training programs. So what is this paragraph about? Is it A or B?
It is A. أول شيء كان عم يحكي عن البي تقريبا، يعني إنه قديش هو التيم منيح. إيه بس هي it's A لأنه بيحكي آخر شيء بيركز على الأكاديمي.
الأكاديمي عندها different parts in Egypt, in Japan, America, and Dubai. وهاي الأكاديمي عم تعطي great lessons. So the answer is A. Now, let's read paragraph B, and we have to tell about its main idea. Is it about what students do or what teachers and staff do? So you have to tell, is paragraph B about students, and is it about teachers and staff, or it's about students? Read and tell.
What students? كمان ال A.
It's difficult to join Barcelona Academy. Every year, over 1,000 students apply بقدموا طلب. بس 70, only 70 students can live and study at school. The students هن between 11 and 18 years. و70 في الأكاديمي 70 coaches و teachers و doctors و cooks و sport doctors and other staff there. They look after the students. يعني they take care of students. The academy, they pay people for their 5 billion, ما بعرف which currency is this, a year to run and to join. But the students كلهم عندهم scholarship كتير غالية بس كل ال students they have scholarships منحة so they don't pay any money. They don't pay money. So what is this paragraph about? Is it about teachers or about students?
Students, it's A.
So it's A. Now let's read paragraph C and find out is it about A or B. خلينا نشوف paragraph C. The students don't only learn football. So you have to check paragraph C. Is it about the students who learn about football or the students who receive academic education? Read and tell.
It's B.
However, the students don't only learn football. Barcelona also wants to give their students good academic education. It's important to the club that their students can still get good jobs. If they don't become professional football players, students travel by bus to local schools each morning. Footballers return to Malaysia after lunch and do football training in the afternoon. So what is it about?
It's B, doctor.
They don't only learn about football, they receive academic education. لأنه بيعملوا لهم شغل إذا ما صاروا football players, they have to find a job for them. Now, section D, what is it about?
What is the student? The students.
It's the last thing to answer for today.
One. It's important to ask what happened.
Section D, but is the student's academic education good enough? All the football training must make the students very tired and they have less time at school than other children. That does not matter if you are one of the students. ما بتفرق ما بهم يعني. إذا أنت you are one of the students who is good enough to become a professional footballer. What happens to all the children who don't make it on the team? Malaysia produce football players. Yes. مش ضروري يكونوا كلهم شاطرين وعسلمتهم. It doesn't matter. So it is B. That's all for today. The coming session we have to read the text ونشوف شو في بقلبه sentences, true or false. Okay, so we are going to work on question 6 and I'm going to apply grammar. So the coming session I'm going to apply grammar and with section 6. Okay. That's all for today. Any question?
No, thank you.
I'm going to stop presenting. I'm going to stop the recording.